Have you ever noticed how the smallest activities can calm your mind? Maybe it was digging your hands into soil, humming along to a favorite tune, or brushing color across a piece of paper. In those moments, time slowed down, stress faded, and life felt lighter. For seniors, especially after 70, stress often shows up in hidden ways. Tight shoulders, restless nights, endless worries. Many quietly fear, will stress steal my joy? Will I spend my last years in anxiety instead of peace? But the good news is that joy can be rediscovered. Hobbies, simple, everyday habits, are powerful medicine. They reduce stress, sharpen focus, and bring back a sense of purpose. Seniors don't need expensive treatments or complicated programs. What they need are hobbies that speak to the heart. Across America, older adults share their quiet struggles. Some say, "My days feel empty." Others admit, "I don't know what to do with myself anymore." Some whisper, "I feel useless." These fears are not just words, they are lived experiences of aging. But hobbies transform that narrative. They turn emptiness into creation, loneliness into connection, and stress into calm. They remind seniors, I am still alive, still capable, still joyful. Take Helen, a 78-year-old retired nurse in Michigan. After decades of caring for patients, retirement left her restless. "I felt anxious every day," she admitted. Then she tried painting. At first, she doubted herself. "I'm not an artist," she thought. But when she dipped her brush into color and moved it across canvas, something shifted. "I forgot my worries," she said. "I felt peace." Painting became Helen's therapy, not for perfection, but for presence. Joseph, 81 in Michigan, faced grief after losing his wife. "I thought joy was gone forever," he said. But his grandson encouraged him to play the harmonica again. Joseph laughed at first. "I hadn't touched it in years," but soon he was playing old songs. "When I play, I feel her with me," he explained. Music didn't erase his grief, but it gave him comfort, connection, and calm. Nancy, 74 in Texas, struggled with loneliness after her children moved away. She joined a community garden. "At first, I just wanted something to do," she said. But soon, gardening became her lifeline. "When I planted seeds, I felt hopeful. When I watered, I felt useful. When flowers bloomed." About daily reflections. "Writing gave me a place to put my worries," she said. "And when I read back, I realized how much good was still in my life." Journaling gave Grace clarity and calm. These stories show that hobbies are more than pastimes, they are lifelines. They reduce stress by engaging the mind, relaxing the body, and uplifting the spirit. Science confirms this. Studies show that creative activities lower cortisol, the stress hormone. Gardening reduces anxiety and improves mood. Music stimulates brain regions linked to memory and joy. Journaling improves mental clarity and resilience. Hobbies literally rewire the brain, training it for calm and happiness. So why do hobbies work so well for seniors? Because they address deep fears. Seniors fear boredom. Hobbies fill time with meaning. They fear loneliness. Hobbies connect them to community. They fear decline. Hobbies remind them of capability. Each hobby becomes proof that aging is not fading, it is flourishing.
The first hobby that reduces stress is painting or drawing. Helen's story proves that color heals. Seniors don't need to be artists. They only need curiosity. Art engages both sides of the brain, providing relaxation and stimulation. It transforms worry into creativity. The second hobby is music, whether playing, singing, or listening. Joseph's harmonica reminded him of love. Seniors who engage with music report lower anxiety, better memory, and greater joy. Music is therapy without words. The third hobby is gardening. Nancy's community garden gave her purpose. Seniors who garden experience reduced stress, improved physical health, and increased social connection. Gardening heals both the earth and the heart. The fourth hobby is crafts, like knitting, sewing, or woodworking. Dolores's knitting turns stress into service. Crafts provide focus, dexterity, and visible results. Each creation is a reminder, I can still make. I can still give. The fifth hobby is journaling. Grace's writing provided clarity. Journaling helps seniors release worries, preserve memories, and practice gratitude. Writing slows racing thoughts and replaces them with reflection. These 5 hobbies, art, music, gardening, crafts, and journaling, are not luxuries. They are necessities for mental health. And they are accessible. Seniors can start at home with simple tools. They can join groups for connection. They can share results for joy. The impact is profound. Lower stress, greater happiness, deeper purpose. Of course, some seniors hesitate. They say, I'm too old to start. But Helen began painting at 78. Joseph played harmonica again at 81. Nancy joined her first garden at 74. Dolores picked up knitting after decades. Grace started journaling at 75. Their stories prove it is never too late. Families can encourage hobbies too. Instead of focusing only on health, ask, what do you enjoy? What would you like to try again? Provide supplies. Join in. Celebrate results. Communities can support by offering classes, hobby circles, and events. These create not only hobbies, but friendships. As we close, imagine a senior waking tomorrow. Instead of sitting in silence, they open a notebook and write, or pick up a brush, or step into a garden, or hum a tune, or knit a stitch.
Within minutes, stress softens, joy rises, life feels meaningful again. And now, I invite you to reflect. If you are a senior, which hobby speaks to you? If you are a family member, how will you encourage hobbies for your loved ones? Share your answers in the comments. Your story may inspire another to begin. Share this video with a friend who needs encouragement. And don't forget to subscribe to Verdant Years, where each week we bring stories, tools, and inspiration to help seniors live with joy, calm, and dignity. Because aging is not about losing life. It is about rediscovering it. Hobbies reduce stress, restore meaning, and remind seniors that every day can hold joy. 5 simple habits, 1 big impact. And every senior deserves that impact. Calm, connection, and happiness through the power of hobbies.